Yo, what's going on, y'all? You are tuning in to another exciting episode of It's Just Mario. And today our show is about Cleveland, Ohio. You see, I have my brown and orange for the Cleveland Browns, and big ups to the Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Indians. Cleveland is the place that gave me my foundation, my backbone, and it made me the person that I am today. There's so much culture in Cleveland. We're going to do a little breakdown of it. I would love to start by saying, let's do big ups to the churches first, okay? Because that's number one for me. I want to say big ups to Pentecostal Church of Christ. I would like to say hello to Olivet Institutional Baptist Church and also Holy Grove Baptist Church. These are the church that I grew up in, and let's get straight to the food, if you will. We're going to do a breakdown on the food. Native Son for the corned beef. Also, do you know about the Vienna Company? You have to stand in that line for 32 days just to get $10 worth of corned beef, some rye bread, and mustard. Swiss cheese, don't forget the Swiss, okay? Touch me nice. And if you do good, I'll let you touch me twice. We have Whitmore's. These are barbecue places that we're about to name now. Cleveland's known for great barbecue, but we have Whitmore's, Hot Sauce Williams, and my personal favorite, B&M. May I please have one Polish boy, 6 wings, 3 with sauce, 3 without. Order fries with sauce on the side because you don't want to make your fries saucy, soggy and everything. The Peanut Shop downtown at the Terminal Tower. I remember that smell when I was a child. We get off of the MARTA, actually it was the bus. It was number 8 or the number 6 or something. The Euclid bus. Oh yes, we call it the bus. Public transportation. Your boy is humble. But as soon as you get off that bus, you can smell those peanuts in the air, and you can smell. And it was fighting the Huff Bakery smell. Do you know about Huff Bakery? If you know about Huff Bakery, holla if you hear me. Okay? Mr. Hero. Mr. Hero had cheesesteak sandwiches and the waffle fries way before Chick-fil-A. And the Roman burger. You have yours truly. That's another restaurant in the Shaker Square area with the not-so fries. And not-so fries are the little French fries. They cut up like that, and they put cheddar and bacon on it. Right, it's an artery clogger. But big ups to not-so fries. I love you, I love you, I love you. Angela Mia Pizza. Do you remember about the Angela Mia Pizza on Euclid? The boarding house. I love the cheese sticks at the boarding house on University Circle. The boarding house was like a jazz restaurant in University Circle, and they had really good food there. Arabica Coffee House as well. Don't forget about Arabica on Shaker Square. That's a whole nother show. Okay, spent a lot of time there when I was a kid. Let's talk about some of the small businesses like Art and Peggy's Corner Store on East 126th Street. That's where I used to get all my penny candy. Now you know about the penny candy. Boston Baked Beans, Lemon Heads, Mike and Ike's, and so on. My mom used to love the Red Hot. What are those Red Hot things? They're Red Hot cinnamon things and your Chico sticks and things of that nature. Let's talk about the Seymour on Shaw. Do you know about it? And Silverman's on Hayden. Let's talk about some of the malls that taught me how to do what I do in the mall. The Severance Mall in Cleveland Heights, with the waterfall in the middle, and then you used to throw the pennies in the waterfall and make a wish. Okay, my grandmother used to vandalize Severance Mall. Do you remember the nickel and dime store at Severance Mall as well? I do. We had Randall Mall, we had Beechwood Mall, we had LaPlace. It was really called LaPlace, but if you want to get bougie with it, LaPlace. Actually, I was the first African American dance teacher at Morgenstern Dance Studio at LaPlace. It was a glass dance studio, and I actually taught there in my earlier years. We had Richmond Mall and Garfield and everything. I love it. Parma Mall. Let's talk about some of the high schools. I want to do big ups too. Patrick Henry, Glenville, Shaw High School, Max Hayes, Kirk Middle School, Byron Middle School, Shaker Middle School, where I went to school at, and Shaker High School, where I went to school at. And I would love to say big ups to my Hazeldale, where I went to school, and Kenneth Clemens and Charles H. Lake. Also, the aquarium that was near Lake Erie. And let's talk about some of the TV shows, I'm sorry. Do you remember Wilma Smith on the Morning Exchange and Dorothy Fullheim and Lady Skills? Do you remember Super Hose? He was the man in the Superman outfit, and he used to come on every Sunday in his little Super Hose outfit and play a movie. And then Big Chuck and Little John, Touch Me Nice. And some of the media outlets like the Plain Dealer, the Call-in Post, and theater, which is my personal favorite, is my home theater is Karamu House. That's where I learned a lot with the Monty African Dance Company and Miss McKenzie. I love you, love you, love you. And Jeff and Barbara Finley and Reggie Kelly and Mike Malone. Hey, everybody. The Cleveland Playhouse, the Palace Theater. And I usually don't read my notes. I usually have it all together, but there's so much, and I don't want to forget anybody. Clubs. Let's talk about clubs. Do you remember the reason why? I know you do, if you're true. Remember Verts? The whole Flats area. There's an area called the Flats in Cleveland, and you have Numbers. I know you remember Numbers. With Deception, Eureka, EB Dial Mignot, DJ Boom, Porky's. Porky's is a whole nother club. And then we have, what do we have? Slick Rick and Keisha. I know you remember Slick Rick and Keisha back in the club days. I wasn't a huge club goer or anything like that, but I do remember I did go out a little bit, but I'm not a huge club person. Let's say hello to some of the schools in Cleveland. Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland State, and also Case, not Case, Akron, with Kent State University, I would like to say. And like I said, our Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Indians, home of the OJs. And Levert, pop, 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 pop goes my mind. Gerald Levert, God bless his soul. Sean Levert, God bless his soul. Mark Gordon and Robert Guillaume from Benson was also from Cleveland, or is from Cleveland. And our Halle Berry, we love her. We are so proud of her. She grew up in Bedford. Was it Bedford? I think it was Bedford. But yes, Miss Berry's to the dance floor. And I would just like to say shout out to my favorite teacher, Miss Patrick at Shaker Heights High School. Miss P, I love you. You taught me so much. You stuck in there with me when I didn't even stick in there with myself. And thank you so much. I love you. I love my mother, Loretta Bryson. She used to be Loretta Walker. And my dad, Ralph Walker. All my brothers and sisters, Andre, Allison, Nina, Brandon, Brian LaShawn is my baby brother, and also my sister Harriet, and my dad Clark Bryson, and my mama Linda as well. Those are my step parents, but they are my parents. They're my hearts, and if you don't believe me, mess with them, and you will see what I can do. Okay, I love you, love you, love you, and I hope to see you next week on It's Just Mario. I really do hope I didn't forget anything. Please don't charge it to my heart. Just charge it to. I really try and get a lot of information out in a 10-minute increment, and that's basically it. So, like I said, I love you. And I hope to see you next week on It's Just Mario. And this is my big ups to Cleveland, Ohio. Peace.